Good morning. Good morning to everyone. My name is Suresh, working as a lecturer in Government Polytechnic, Jogipet. In last class, we discussed about uh, very introduction to the milling machines, and next one is the what are the construction details of milling machines. Right, Honor, before first of all, once again I'm reminding uh, recap. So, what is the first of all milling? Milling machine is nothing but one of the versatile performer. It makes it produces the machining operation. So, with help of maximum amount of machining operation can be done with help of milling machines. Right, it is one of the versatile performer, and next one is the we can go with help of maximum amount of material can be removed with help of milling machines only. So that is the main thing. Right, next in class we discussed about what are the in next slide we discussed about already what are the construction details of milling machine, how many main parts are there, what are the functioning of each and every part is the in we discussed in last class. Right now we have discussed about what is the milling cutters, and next one is the what is the milling operations. So in this one we need to know the what is the milling cutter. So any machine have maximum amount of cutters are mandatory. So some of the machines have cutting single point cutting tools are there. Some of machines are multi point cutting tool. In this milling machine, we have one of the multi point cutting tool. So what is the difference between the milling cutter single point and multi point means cutter which have the single single point cutting tool, so it cuts the material. So there is a best example is the single point cutting tool, shaper, planer, slaughter type of machines. That is a multi point cutting tool means it is one of the drilling tool, otherwise so which have the number of teeth to cut the material. In this milling machine we have the maximum amount of maximum number of teeth will be provided and cutter. So cutter is the placed on the milling machine on harbor unit. It will be rotated. Work will be moved to the against to the cutter and make the and produces the maximum amount of material will be removed. So in this connection, so already we discussed about we know that what we know. So milling machine is the one of the versatile performer. It can be done maximum number of operations. So any machine have maximum machines have the only single point cutting tool. They are utilized for the only single point single purposes operations only. But there is a lot of differences between the other machines, and as well as the next one is the in milling machine. It has the number of teeth will be provided on milling cutter. It will be removed maximum number of operations. At the same time, we can use the different type of operations. Whenever we need different operations, we need to change the only the tool in milling machine. So different type of operations we can use the different type of milling cutters we can use with help of milling machine only. So in that there are the lot of cutters are there, and at the same time in this class we discussed about what are the operations also important. So which type of cutters are using, which type of operations we can perform on milling machines. Generally, we can call it as one of the versatile performer is the milling machine. So that is the main thing. So we need to know the which type of cutter are using, and so which type of construction details of cutter is there, right, at the same time, and as well as so which type of operation also we can performing on milling machine. So type of machine, milling machine is different, type of cutter is different, type of operation also different. So we already discussed in construction details. We have the only five types of milling machines. Just like each and every machine are using for the some amount of different special purposes only. Like this, so we need to know we are using milling machine and different type of cutters we can place on arbor unit. So it will be rotated, work will be moved to the against the workpiece. Material will be removed in the form of chips, either horizontal or vertical, otherwise angular movement. So these are the different operations. Right now we need to discuss about. We need to discuss now type of cutters. So which type of cutters we are using, right? Next you can observe various milling cutters, and next one is the various milling operations. So there are the milling operations. There are the plain milling cutter is there. Again, next one is the side milling cutters are there, and next segregate type of milling cutters are. Next one is the interlocking type of. There are the different type of milling cutters are there. So each and everything we need to discuss. What are the types of milling machine? And before we can check one milling cutter is a rotating member, right? Milling cutter is one of the rotating member. So to cut the number, it has the number of edges will be provided, and each and every edge will be acting as a cutting tool. It will be removed. So in that, so first of all we need to discuss about plain milling machines. Right, that is the first one. You can check. So types of milling cutters. What are the types of milling cutters availability? Milling cutters are rotating tools with a number of cutting edges. So it is one of the multi-point cutting tool. How we are differentiating of milling cutter and milling multi-point cutting tool means each and every multi-point cutting tool have the number of teeth will be provided. So for one of the any type of milling cutter, maximally it is a one of the multi-point cutting tool, right? Milling cutters are rotating tools with a number of cutting edges. They are classified as methods of mounting on the cutter and the machine. So that is the main classification. How we are classifying means based on the how we are mounting on machines. So how we are mounting on machines. So that is the main thing. So mounting purpose we need to know. So how we are mounting, and so that is the main thing. So in that first one is the plain milling cutters. So based on the operation we are using the different type of cutters are using. So each and every operation, so we need to change the cutters only, not for the machine. So how many number of operations are there? Nearly 14 types of operations. So each and every operation, so we need to change the tools only. So cutting tool only, not for the machine. So we are using only to changing. So that in that first one is the plain milling cutter. The plain milling cutter, also known as the cylindrical cutters, have straight or helical teeth only on periphery. So how we are discussing the plain milling cutters, also known as the cylindrical cutters. So the shape of the cutter is a cylindrical shape, right? The cutter are more the cutter with more width are called slabbing cutters. So the cutter have with more width. So the width of the cutter also important. So we can call it as a slabbing. So the plain milling cutters are used for the producing parallel axis type of milling machine. Again, these plain type of milling machines. So what we know, first of all, plain milling machines are using for the milling purpose, and they are using for the machining purpose. And next one is it's known as the teeth, the width of the teeth of the plain milling cutter. We can call it as a slabbing, right? Next one is the plain milling cutters surface parallel to the always axis, right? Next one is the cutters again dividing into three categories. So plain milling cutters is dividing into three categories. So first one is the light duty cutter, light duty plain milling cutter. Second one is the heavy duty plain milling cutter. Third one is the helical plain milling cutter. These are the three types of milling cutters. So first one is the plain milling cutters, three categories. First one is the first one is the plain milling cutter, right? So it has a face with less than the 20 mm width, straight teeth parallel to the axis. They also mill the surface that need less material removal. So cutter with more than 20 mm face with the made with the helical teeth. So there is a lot of differences. Below the less 20 mm thickness of tool, right? Straight teeth. It has a straight teeth will be provided, and it is a parallel to the axis. They are used to mill the surface. Need to less removal. So it means only the thickness of tool is the 20 mm only. The cutter with more than the 20 mm face with made with helical teeth. So it is also second type of more than the 20 mm teeth. So it is a teeth will be not in straight, it is in helical position. Helical means they have the angle of more than the 45 degrees angle, more than the 45 degrees to up to 56 degrees angle also. So that is the main thing. So we can check one more. Next one is the heavy duty milling cutter, right? Heavy duty milling cutter, plain milling cutter has wider face, few helical teeth. So it has a wider face and few helical teeth, thus increasing the chips space permits the cutter takes deeper cuts. So they are using for the cutting deep cut. The helix angle of teeth ranges from 25 to 45 degrees. Due to the large helix angle, shearing takes place that the result at a fine surface finish. The surface of after finishing of cutting with help of milling cutter, the angle of helical is 25 degrees to 45 degrees angle due to the large helix angle. Helix angle also provided very large, right? So angle, what is the main purpose? For better shearing. So heavy amount of cutting purposes, right, takes place, results a fine surface finishing, where we can get the with a very fine surface finishing also we can get with help of milling cutters. Next one is the helical plain milling cutters, has a helix angle ranging from 45 degrees to 60 degrees due to the better shearing action. So again one more type of milling cutter, helical plain milling cutter, has a helix angle range. So honor before previous heavy duty milling cutter has a width of angle of teeth is 25 degrees to 45 degrees angle, and next one is the more than the helix plain milling cutter has a angle ranging from 45 degrees to 60 degrees angle due to the better shearing action. What is the main advantage? Is the better shearing action. So means cutting, more amount of cutting, right? They provide better surface finishing, is adapted for taking lighter cuts on soft materials such as a mild steel brass also. They provide for better surface finishing, right? It is a using for the very high amount of better surface finishing also we can get with help of milling cutter, helical plain milling cutter. And next one is the side milling cutter. So in this you can observe milling cutter, helical plain milling cutter, you can observe figure also, you can check. So the angle of teeth will be more than 45 degrees to 60 degrees angle, right? Length will be more. So the size of the diameter is less, but the length of the cutter is more for better finishing purpose. So already we discussed very better finish. Next cutter is the side milling cutter. Next one is the side milling cutter. Side milling cutter is similar to the plain milling cutter, but has a teeth on both sides faces as well as the periphery used in straddle milling. So one type of operation, straddle milling. In continuation we discuss about that, right? Honor before, side milling cutter is similar to plain milling cutter. It's also plain milling, but it is a teeth on both sides. Teeth will be provided in both sides as well as the periphery. We can observe in figure also there. Face milling, the diameter cutter ranges from 50 to 200 mm with a cutter width range 5 to 32 mm. Different type of side milling cutters are there, right? Plain side milling cutters, half side milling cutters, and staggered teeth milling cutters. Interlocking type of milling cutters are there. These are the in milling cut side milling cutters. The again these are the four types of cutters are there. Already we know. So what we know, side milling cutters are there, heavy duty plain milling cutters are there, helical plain heavy duty plain milling cutter, light duty heavy duty helical, and side milling. Side milling again four types: plain side, half side, staggered teeth, side milling cutters, interlocking. These are the four types of milling cutters are there. In the first one, plain side milling cutters has a straight teeth and periphery. Teeth will be provided in straight teeth. So plain side milling cutters have the straight teeth on periphery, and both sides of tool, two or more cutters may be mounted an arbor to mission different surfaces simultaneously, right? So plain side milling cutters have the straight teeth and periphery, so the gap will be maintained perfectly, and both sides you can observe in figure also, and two or more cutters may be mounted. So continuously and at a time, an arbor always cutter will be fixed on only on arbor unit. So at a time we can place two or more cutters also. For within short period we need to produce the maximum amount of material to be removed. So that is the main thing. So at a time we can fix the two or more cutters also. That is the main thing, right? Different surface finishing simultaneously. How for second one is the in plain side milling. Second one is the half side milling cutter, has a straighted teeth or helical teeth on its circumferences, and one of its sides only used for the straddle milling operations, right? The teeth of angle is helical, and next one is used for straddle milling, and side by side only sides we can operate with help of only sides can be removed with help of this type of operation. Next one is the staggered teeth side milling cutter, has the alternate teeth with opposite helix angle. They are used for cutting deep slots and heavy duty milling cutters, right? So it is have the alternate teeth, not in straight continuously. One teeth is provided one side and one more teeth is provided for the one side. So that is an alternate teeth with opposite helix angle. The angle will be helix angle and teeth will be placed side by side. They are used to cut the deep and slots with heavy duty milling. It means heavy amount of whenever you need to remove the deep cut. So deep cut means to produce a slot type of operation. You need to remove the maximum amount of material. So that is the main thing. So interlocking cutters are more, right, formed with two halves. Next one is the interlocking type of cutters are, so it is a formed two halves. So they are using for the two half side cutters are we can place the single, right? They are used to mill the slots and stand within one operation. So you can observe in second figure, while observing they have the in middle of cutter one of the line is provided for the to observe. It is a joining of two side cutters, right? Two side cutters we can join with help of this type of cutter. So that is the main thing. So you need to utilize that. So two types of offside cutters are we can fix with help of inside bolt will be provided for the cutting purpose. Next one is the metal slitting saws, right? Next one, metal slitting saw. Metal plating is similar to plain milling cutter, has very small width. So slitting already you know. So what is slitting? Slitting means parting off. It means cutting off, otherwise dividing. So that is the slitting. Just like it is acting as a saws. We can use here a slitting saw. metal plating, it is similar to plain milling cutter, has a small width. It means less mm, 2 mm, 3 mm type of cutter. So most of the standard saws are made thinner at the center, then at outer edges provide for the clearances. So this type of cutters are using for the cutting operation. It is used to mill the deep slots, right? Which type of operation we can? So deep slots for cut off operations. The metal slittings are available in the following types. So metal slitting, again types of saws are there. So plain metal slitting saw, staggered teeth metal slitting saw. Third one is the side teeth metal slitting. So finally these three are using for the cutting off or parting of metal, dividing into 2 mm, dividing into two parts. So the saws always ranges from 1.5 mm to 5 mm. That is the maximum size of maximum size of cutter, milling cutter, especially slitting cutter, right? Plain metal slitting saw are used for making deep narrow slots and cutting operations. Their slides, right? The sides are slightly relieved, prevent binding in the slots. Width of this ranges from 1.5 mm to 5 mm, right? Plain metal slitting saw. Next, staggered teeth metal saw has a greater chip carrying capacity and can be used extra deep cuts. So whenever we need extra deep cutting, we can use with help of staggered. At the periphery, similar to the staggered teeth side milling cutter, right? The width of the saw ranges from 5 mm to 8 mm. The size of staggered teeth is the size, the saw range size 5 mm to 8 mm. It has a slight clearances around the sides to prevent the binding of slots, scoring of the walls of the slot. It is the used for cutting of this steel, right? Utilizing for the staggered type of. You can observe these are the figure. Side teeth slitting saw, just like one of the up to 5 mm thickness of, used for making deep slots, a deep hole or cutting, parting purpose of operation, right? Next one is the angle milling cutter, right? Angle milling cutter are used for the to cutting the chamfering, dovetail, V notches, helical fluids and serration. They are made the following types of single angle milling cutter, double angle milling cutter. So milling cutters are using for the different type of operations, like any type of operation we can perform on milling machines, like 14 types of operations in that. So angle cutting also one of the operation in that we know the single angle milling cutter, and next one is the double angle milling cutter. So that is the main thing. So while using two types of angle of cutting, single angle milling cutters and double angle, you can observe figure. Single angle milling cutters have teeth on both angle periphery. The vertical side face, these are made with 30 degrees angle and 45 degrees angle and 60 degrees and 85 degrees in steps of 5 degrees, right? 5 degrees, these are the availability single angles. Only single side angle will be produced, right? With one side of the angle 90 degrees to the axis of the cutter, particularly suitable for producing straight teeth milling cutters and reamers, right? These are the one side is the angle, one more side is the 90 degrees angle of the axis will be provided. And next one is the double angle. Double angle can have the on both sides. Next one is the both sides of double angle cutters have teeth on both angled surfaces, forming V shapes cutting edges, right? In this honor before we discussed about only single angle type of, right? In single angle the angle should be maintained easily. In this, easiest way to produce the up to 90 degrees angles. Double angle use have the included angle of 45 degrees to 60 and 90 degrees angle, particularly adapted for cutting spiral grooves and blank. So spiral grooves and blank you can use. Next one is the end milling cutter. Again next one is the one more end milling cutter, has the teeth on the end of the face periphery. It is used to machine both horizontal and vertical surfaces. Right, one more type of it is the diameter ranges from 3 to 50 mm only. Adapter for light cuts and such as the machinery profiles narrow surfaces. It is using end mill cutter using for this type of operation. The various types of end milling cutters are two types: shank type of shell type of. Already type of cutters you can observe. So you can observe shank type of cutter means shank will be provided, right? Are available shank type of milling cutter are available with taper shank or straight shank. Taper shank comforts to the Morse super taper and directly secure to the spindle nose. So always maximally utilizing taper type of shank type of tools will be provided for the fixing of while in working. Right, the diameter ranges taper shank ranges from 10 to 50 mm. So it is used for machining profiles and preparation of dies for press work and die casting. These are the mainly utilizing of shank type of using. Next one, the shell type of shell and milling cutters are made without shank are provided. Right, it is fixed on arbor. It is mounted on arbor. They have the teeth, end face and periphery. The shell end mills are larger and heavier. So because of the width of the cutter is more, so cutter ranges from 50 to 160 mm amount of width 32 to 63, the angle 50 to 160, diameter will be the 50 availability 50 to 150 mm and width 30 to 60 to 63 mm the width of the teeth. Right, these cutters are used for wider slots and for facing up flat surfaces. Right, facing up flat surfaces purpose we are using this type of cutters. So that is the main thing. Right, milling cutters, again T-slot cutters also there. Right, next cutter is the T-slot cutter, have the teeth periphery both the side cutters. It is used for the machining the base grooves or portion. T-slot shank of the cutter may be reduced for the part of its length has to fit into the groove or slot already slot machined. We are using the type of T-slot cutting. Next one is the slot drill used to lip and milk have the cutting similar to the similar in action of twisted drill. So it is also used for the machining of sunk keys and shaft and similar operations. These are the one type of cutter. Next one is the Woodruff key. Woodruff key is used for the cutting of Woodruff keyways and providing a shank as a straight staggered teeth over periphery. So total the feeding will be giving from top side, bottom will be workpiece. So keyway will be providing purpose. We are using this type of cutter. Right, that is the main thing. In this next one is the fly cutter. Fly cutter means single point cutting tool and it is attached to the arbor. So it is also placed on. It is used to reproduce contour surface is adapted when the standard cutters are not available. Whenever unavailability of cutters, standard cutters for the contour shapes, we can use with help of fly cutter as using for the to producing contoured shapes. So contoured surface also we can produce with help of these type of cutters. Next one, form milling cutter, convex type, concave type. You can observe next one. Form milling cutter have the cutting edges, different profiles in order to generate required contours on workpiece. Convex shapes, concave type of milling cutter. These are the milling cutters are two types of availability, again convex type and concave. So ranges from 50 to 125 mm and width varies from 3.4 to 40 mm. Convex type of corners of diameter ranges from 56 to 110 and radius similar to widely 1.5 mm to 20 mm up to 20 mm. So next one is the one more cutter also provided, gear cutter. So in this milling machine, gears also we can manufacture. So gears also we can manufacture with help of cutter, milling machine, already discussed in previous class, right? So this is also gear cutters. So while manufacturing of gear teeths, right? So already the profile will be same profile will be provided on cutter further to producing of gears, right? So gear cutter have profile which cut the space between adjacent involute gear teeth. Gear cutters are commonly available in range of 8 sizes of cutting their teeth, from 12 to 135 mm. Farm cutters, flutes or drill reamers are called for fluting cutters. The thread milling cutters are availability to mill the threads different forms of size and sizes of work pieces also we can produce. These are the milling cutters. Next one is the milling operations. So milling operations, these are the operations availability. Next, in after completion of cutters, these are the up to we are discussed about different type of milling cutters right now. So which type of milling operations we can perform? So type of operations also we can perform. So in that first to nearly 14 types, 13 types of operations we can produce. So these are the milling cutter. We will discuss in next topic, next class, right? So continuation to the last cutters. Now we discussed about milling operations. So generally, milling machines are, we can call it as a versatile performer, versatile machines. We can use for the to producing many number of operations, like milling operations. Totally nearly 13 types of operations also we can produce. So that is the main thing. In this connection, the following operations. What are the following type of operations? Generally, operations are in different way for each and every machine. So lathe machine have the some amount of different type of operations. At the same time, drilling machine have the some different type of operations, and as well as next one is the milling machine also some different type of operations. So already we know the what about milling machine is the one is a conventional type of machine. At the same time, it is a versatile performer. We know that these all the things of a milling machine. Now we discuss about these are the machines, which type of operations we can perform. First one is the plain milling machine. Second one is the face milling. Plain is the to producing the plain surfaces, perpendicular surfaces, type of operations. Flat surfaces we can produce. Next one is the face type of, it means some amount of in vertical type of operations. Next one is the straddle milling, gang milling. Angular type of milling means to producing of angular way. It means like some angle type of V shape, or angle means 20 degrees, 30 degrees curves whenever we need. Next one is the profile type of milling. Same profile we can, whenever you want the same profile type of operation also we can produce. End milling cutter, saw milling cutter, keyway milling, gear cutting operation. So gear cutting operation also one of the most important operation in milling machine. So gear cutting also one of the main operation based on main operation in milling machine. Next one is the flow type of cam milling. These are the types of operations. In that first one, we need to, so what is plain milling? Plain milling, and as well as we can call it as a slab milling also. So plain milling, we can call it as a slab milling. So what is the differences between plain milling? What is the main, how we are pronouncing plain milling or slab milling? Already milling machine consisting of number of sharp edged teeth, and at the same time they have the number of edges also. Already we discussed in plain cutters. In the plain cutters, we we told the slab also number of cutting teeth which have the maximum number of cutting teeth, we can call it as a slab cutter also. So that is the main thing. Plain or slab milling, plain or perpendicular of slab milling is used for machining of horizontal. Which type of finally milling machines are using for the machining operation. Machining means, what is machining? To remove the excess material from the workpiece, in which way is the secondary, but to remove the excess material from the workpiece is the main thing. So that is the main. So why we can call it as a machining operation. So we can remove the material plane surfaces with help of peripheral cutting teeth will be provided and cutter. So that is the plane or perpendicular peripheral or slab milling is used for machining of horizontal surfaces. In this operation, axis of cutter is parallel to surface being machined and work is fed against the rotating cutter. Always in conventional machining process, both are contacted at the same time. That will be placed in opposite direction. In that connection, the material will be removed from the workpieces. The peripheral milling operations can be carried out into two types. So milling operation, plain milling operation, again carry into two methods. One is the upcut milling and second one is the downcut milling. So that is there is a small amount of differences means upcut milling and downcut milling. So we can observe, first one is the slab milling. It means maximum surfaces will be removed from the workpieces and cutting tool consisting of many number of sharp edge teeth will be provided. So that is we can call it as a you can observe here which type of in that connection. So what we know, so in upcut milling machine you can observe, first one is the main milling operations. Upcut milling, traditional way of to mill and is called conventional milling. So it is a common type of method. So what is the what you need to observe means which way the feeding of workpiece is provided and which direction of cutting tool is provided. In the providing of upcut milling, opposite to the cutter, you can observe by feeding is always against to the cutter. Feeding is always against to the cutter. By feeding of a workpiece to the cutter, by removing the material in the opposite direction. In upcut milling is the traditional way to mill and is called conventional. In this case, rotation of cutter is opposite to the direction of feed. So you can observe here, rotation of cutter is direction of feed is opposite. Thus the cutting force not only shear the metal but also overcome the feed force. So what will happening here, you can observe. So the cutting of force not only shearing, right, at the same time, but also overcome the feed force. Some amount of cutting force will be provided for the cutter. So it will be directly forcing on workpieces. You can observe here. Then next, in upcut milling, the cutting force. In upcut milling, the cutting forces upcut the milling cutting force upwards, hence a tendency to lift the workpiece on the table. So there is a little bit chance to lifting the workpiece while in running of upcut milling machine, because of the both are placing in opposite direction. While cutting off in opposite direction, there is a little bit chance. Right. So in first point you can observe clearly once again, in upcut milling the force acts upward, hence there is a tendency to lift the work table. Thus an equivalent restraining forces needed to stop this happening. Right, there is a equivalent restraining forces need to stop the happening. Some amount of forces will be arised at the same time to stop the work sometimes. So the chip thickness is minimum. So how much amount of chip amount of material will be removed? It is a minimum. Minimum means less amount at the beginning of cut at the maximum end. So while starting of workpiece, while whenever contacting the workpiece and cutting tool, both are contacted, right? So both are contacted. The material will be removed in the form a small at the beginning only. Less amount of thickness is minimum at the beginning and maximum at the end, while continuously cutting to ending of each and every teeth cutting to the workpiece. It is maximum amount of material will be removed from the workpiece because of the both are in opposite direction, right? So both are in the opposite direction, material will be removed in the form of chips. While starting a workpiece it will be removed less amount of, but while finishing total the rotation of teeth of cutter, it will be removed maximum at the end of while moving from while moving on workpieces, right? Then thus the cutting force in upcut milling increases the from 0 to maximum value per tooth movement of the cutter. So tooth movement of cutter is maximum in upcut milling machine only, right? Then next one is the downcut. In downcut you can observe only the forces and the workpiece, and at the same time workpiece both are in same in direction. You can observe both are in same direction, right? Is also we can call it as a climb milling. In downcut milling the rotation of cutter is the same rotation of direction of the feed, so feed will be the same. So there is no tendency to cutter the opposite feed the movement. There is no any amount of opposite, there is no any amount of opposite direction. There is both are moving in same direction. Thus more power available for cutting the metal in down cutting, right? The cutting forces act downward observed by the work table. Because of maximum amount of force will be developed at cutter while running, at the same time it has some amount of own force is also provided by while moving of force. So by while running of cutting tool, so maximum amount of force will be developed, while in cutting of down cut milling maximum amount of force will be absorbed by the table. So table where we placed we placed the table on table, the workpiece will be placed on table only. So always table will be absorbed in facilitate taking heavy cuts without tendency to the workpiece to lifting. So it has some amount of any it facilitates taking the heavy cuts, so without the tendency to life of workpiece of the table. Both workpiece and table cannot be damaged. In this case the chip thickness is maximum at the beginning of cut, minimum at the end, while starting of cutting of workpiece maximum amount of, while removing in small amount of area at the ending of cutting it will be less. Down milling offers the following advantage. So less power consumption. So what are the in down milling cutting, there is a little bit amount of advantage is there. Less power consumption is provided, smoother machined surface, surface finishing also very fine. Then higher speeds and feeds can be applied, higher feeds and feeds can be applied. And next one is the face milling operation, right? So to producing of next one is the face milling operations. So once again you can observe downcut milling. So you can observe here less amount of power consumption, smoother machined surfaces, higher speeds.